What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Come on, y'all. Just hit that like button as soon as you come on and hit the share button out. Like and share. What up? Rudy, what up? Brother Rudy, what up? What up? I want to thank everybody who said they loved the video yesterday. If y'all didn't see the video yesterday, they said it was good. I gotta text my man DL. I gotta text my brother DL Hughley. Let them know we live, and hopefully they can come on. Okay, come on. The link is up there too, y'all. Let's please, if you have Twitter, please share it out on Twitter. Am my mic good, brother Rudy? We good on this sound check. So come to YouTube. Where we tuning in from on Instagram? Where we tuning in from, y'all? Come on. Charleston, South Carolina. What's up, Charleston, South Carolina? Brother Rudy. Come on. I see y'all, and I see y'all. I have my 2 pages up, right? So the Severe to Get To page had a lot of people on that joint. So yo, it was crazy. So before 1492 channel is a new page. The Severe Bay channel is down for a minute. I don't know what's going on, when it's going to be up, but the before 1492 is the new channel, and Severe to Get To page is also up. So if you want to come over there and chop it up with me, come on for a second. But I hope it's on the subject. But you know, give me 1 second. All right. So come on, share it out, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you have Instagram, please share it out on Instagram. If you have YouTube, Twitter or X, please share it out on there also. Okay. One time for your mind. Share it out. I'm just sharing it out because I got to do this. I got to do my intros. Give me 1 second. So if you have Twitter, please tweet this out. And listen, if y'all didn't get the Overstanding the Language of Law DVD, it's crazy as hell. Like, shout out to my brothers, everybody who actually purchased it. It was dope as hell. It's actually $150. But I did this video in 2001. 2001. It's called The Overstanding the Language of Law. So shout out to everybody who actually purchased it. And trust me, it was just a one-on. It was it was only about my brother and I, brother Jock, and it was another brother that was overseas on there also. So yes, you can email me. I can email the file directly to you. So I want to thank everybody that actually got it. So hit me up on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Please share this out, y'all. All right, are y'all ready to rock and roll? I'm just queuing up my TikTok right now. So come on. And if you didn't get, shout out to everybody that got the shirts, that's buying the shirts too before $14.92. Piece of beer, the video with you and Madeep. Yes, that was fire. Oh, listen, we got more, brother. Oh, we got some more. Shout out to my brother Madeep. So yeah, you got to watch the one. He said, you watched the one yesterday. Hey, Rod, come on for a minute, brother. Come on the feed for a minute. Either that link, hit that link, or this link. Either one. So let's get this party started, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got enough people here, y'all. Let's share it out. As long as it's working in your favor, you love the Lord. You can have a living hell. Set it for the top. Hit that link, baby. As long as it's working in your favor, you love the Lord. You can have a living hell for the Lord. So now, man, with me anything, change the life in the Lord. Abraham big, more than we could, and it might work, but evil exists well stood. Being in slavery, restore poverty, separate from melody. Come on, y'all, share it out. Let's go. Come on. Do the one that work for all. Get the fun in the money in the pocket. Come to 1492. Subscribe. So now you say we're all created equal, but the sound of the gavel tells quite another sequel. Black boys on drugs and prison, and I have drugs, free and treatment. It's all right. Being in slavery, we should walk peace and away from poverty. Come on, y'all, hit that link. Let's go. Do the one that work for, get the food and the money in the pocket. How much would y'all give to live? Ain't fix. Religion, use the religion. Damn, who comes on like that? That's the OJ's, B. That's a classic. Above the Law, yo. Y'all got to go back and listen to that track. It's insane. So I don't never ever have anything prepared when I'm coming on these feeds. Can I rewind that back for some of y'all? Can I rewind that back for some of y'all that didn't catch the message? I love you too. Can I rewind that back? Let's just a little bit. Y'all need to comprehend what's going on. Listen up. One more time. Let's just a little bit. But the sound of the camel tells quite another sheep. Do the one thing what you want, do the good and the money in the pocket. Aim is fixed. Religion. That's when they used to always have a message in the music. So they had to kill the message in the music. Y'all don't get it? So this is not even planned. So y'all can hit the link. If y'all didn't get this video, y'all should get this video. I can email this to you. This is called The Overstanding the Language of Law. I did this in 2001. 2001, it was a VHS. There was no YouTubes on the scene. There was no Instagrams on the scene. There was no TikToks on the scene. There was none of that. So this video was done in 2001 with brother Rob, who was filming us in my house in Philadelphia. And it was like a one-on-one. It was really a one-on-one. It was, and I'm gonna tell you something about civics. If I told you that's over 25 years ago, 23, 24, 25 years ago. So this is actually a VHS, but it's compressed into a file now. So everything in this particular video you hear me talk about, you're going to be like, yo, Sabir, you was way ahead of your time in this video. And my brother Dre was telling me this is like a course. This is really, that's a whole course in that video. It's about 3 hours, I believe, long. 3 hours long. And it's a whole course in there. It's 2 parts. It was 2 parts to this. And it's for 150. It's like, and I'm not, you know, boasting or hyping it up. I'm just being real. It's I haven't looked at it since 2001. Since 2001, I haven't looked at it. But he said he watched it quite a few times. My brother Jamal is the ones told me I should charge 150 for it. People, is worth it. Look what he said. It's worth it. So this is the crazy part, brother Jamal. It was random in my house when my son Amir, when I got killed, he was 3 or 4 years old. He's in the picture in the video with me. So it was crazy how this went down in this particular video. And again, people think I just came in this like last year or 2 years ago. No, I've been around before. Tariq Nasheed and all these people that y'all know. I'm dead serious. Long before these people. And if you watch that video, you will actually see how far back that go. This is how dope it was. And my brother Jamal was talking about it should have been more than that. But this is, of course, people. I'm not trying to rip people off. I don't do stuff like that. But it's like you said, it's worth it. And I explained in details, like no interruptions, because the social media, the way stuff is in social media now, you know, people who have an issue or jealous hearted or hateful or whatever you want to call these people, they will always try to interrupt you instead of saying, well, let me sit with Sabir and pick his brain for a second. Let me pick Sabir Bey's brain and see what he know. So if you want it, you can email me. My information is right at the bottom, sabirbeyradio@gmail.com. And the Cash App and the PayPal is right there at the bottom. I don't have to mail it to you. I can actually send the file directly to you. All right. So if you want it, email me. Okay. So it's very well worth it. So let me share a shout out to my sister Elizabeth. Also, she just got that in a couple of shirts. But let me post something up that she said. And I hope you don't mind, my sister Elizabeth. But this is what she sent me today. Thank you for your work that you continue to do for our people in every city in the U.S. And this is worldwide. I want y'all to read what she said. And the U.S. needs a person like you that we wouldn't have so much chaos. It ain't about the views. You know what? We got to make the views pop, people. That's all y'all got to do. Somebody said, I hate the fact that the views ain't here. And I know that things will. So what you can do is share this out to all the conscious people. So I'm reading something off of you Instagram right now, y'all. Okay. I'm going to show y'all what I'm reading off of Instagram. It's our people. Stop letting them tell you that it's the so-called white man. It's our people. It's our people. So bear with me. I keep trying to tell y'all, that's all you got to do is do the work. Let me show you something. Can't make this up. Look. It's our people that's doing it. They said they hate that it's not there. Oh, you follow me? So do you think, I keep trying to tell you, it's the conscious black people that if you put Sabir Bey in any of these rooms, what's going to happen? They believe that I'm going to take their money from them. So you can share this out. And shout out to my sister who actually said that, who actually bought 2 of my shirts. She bought 2 shirts before 1492. And shout out to my brother Rudy, she bought 1. Rudy bought 2. So it's a lot that's going on, people. And was going to do my class tonight. I do a class every Sunday, but I'm going to go see Tommy Davidson tonight in San Diego. Okay. So please, if you want it, y'all can share it out at this particular moment. Okay. If you want the video, you can get the video. Okay. It's 150. All right. So let me just show you the shirts. Shout out to my brother Larry in Philadelphia. He's getting the shirts together. Bear with me. Where's my shirts at? Those are the shirts. And if it has to have Sabir Bay on the side of it. If it don't have Sabir Bay on the side, it's not legit, people. So it says before 1492. Okay. If it don't have me on the sleeve, it's not legit. Too legit. Too legit. And it's good quality shirt, though. Shout out to Larry for picking good quality shirts. Oh my God. So good quality shirt. Let's see if we can find another one. Give me 1 second, people. Come on, y'all. Y'all sharing it out. Come on. Don't get mad. Get with the program. Because it's going to get juicy in a second. But I got to do my own promotion. Yes, we're making hoodies too, bro. The hoodies we got to make sure, because the hoodies are going to be more expensive. Honestly, brother, we want to get good quality hoodies. So we talking about the hoodies right now, brother. So bear with me, okay? So that's it right there. So if we don't have that, this is the white one. That's the white one. You see the quality of the shirt, right? It's not Hanes, baby. It's not a Hanes shirt. So shout out to my brother Larry. And we talking about putting the hoodies together now. Yes, brother. It's coming. I just got to get more finances, brother, when we get these things popping, okay? Because you do have to buy the stuff, okay? So it's coming, brother. All right. So you can actually email me for the shirts, or like I said, we sold 4 already. So we got to keep making the tent plate. So if you see somebody make a 1492 shirt, it's not legit because I don't have Sabir Bay on the side. And that's my logo. So that's for the record. It's my logo. All right. So this is my son that passed away, looking like my youngest son. That's Ibn. That's my son that got killed in 2020. He was 22 years old. So this is my biography. Okay, in the streets of Philly. So if you want to support, y'all can. If you want to get something, you can. If you just want to donate, you can do that also. Everything helps, people. Everything helps. So everything is at the bottom. All right. Cash App and PayPal. All right. So who wants to jump on a feed with me? Let me give a shout out to my brother Malcolm for a second. I was talking to my brother Malcolm today in Las Vegas. And we always talk about economics and doing stuff, right? He was telling me that they have it. Anybody on here from Vegas? Raise your hand. Come on, y'all ain't gotta get scared. Hit the link. You can hit that link or hit this link. My brother Malcolm is in Las Vegas, right? He's been out there since the 80s. And he was telling me about Ethiopians. And he was telling me that the Ethiopians have a whole community in Las Vegas now. Hold on, can't make this up. For you black people, that's great to make excuses up, right? Because you know black folks love to make excuses up. Brother, they ain't gonna let us do it. Why not? There is no such thing as black people. That's why. So he's on the phone with me, and I was sharing with him. I said, you should come on the feed and talk about this. They have an Ethiopian community now in Las Vegas. So it's not that they give them the money. What Ethiopians do and what most people do is they gather their money together. We got all of these brainiac, wannabe woke conscious people, right? And so much jealousy, envy, and hate amongst them that they don't want to come together. Because if someone comes in, right? Yes, I know DC, bro. They got parking lots and all of that. They got parking garage, like parking lots. But my point of saying is, brother, and y'all can jump on the feed too. They know who they are. They know. There is no black race. I keep trying to tell you that. And you let these, and y'all give these guys hundreds and thousands of dollars. Hundreds and thousands of dollars to sell you a slave narrative. And you think I'm upset about something. No, there is no black people. There is no black community. Come on, talk to me for a minute. What is the black community's food? What is the black community's culture? So Ethiopians eat injera, which is actually in your Bible too, people. It's called manna, the manna from heaven, the manna. So in Vegas, they have, I sat in a Starbucks one time. This was years ago. Sat in a Starbucks years ago. And they have one out here in LA. And I sat in this Starbucks with an Ethiopian. It was about 3 of them. I never forget this conversation I had. As I'm sitting there, first they called me Rastaman. And then I started talking about Tawahido, Orthodox true Christianity. It's called Tawahido. Tawahido. I know it very well. I used to go to an Ethiopian church. So we started talking about language and different stuff like that, right? Because y'all do know that Ethiopia is Africa. You do know that, right? Okay. So as I'm telling them about Tawahido, the difference between Tawahido and Coptic, he knew. About Bilal was the Ethiopian that called the Adhan to prayer. So I'm going into the languages of the toe, which is Toe, that the ankh that you black people wear on your necks, the black people wear on their neck, is called the toe, right there. If you look at the alphabet in Amharic, you're going to see the toe, and the ankh is nothing but that. I don't know who this is, 7 Keys, but I didn't. Could you, announce yourself, family? I don't know who this is, 7 Keys, because I don't like people that come on the feed don't show me their faces. Are you there? Going once? Okay. Next time, show me your face when you come on. So in Ethiopia, it's a term called the toe. The toe. It's, well, come to Instagram, come to YouTube, family. Just come to YouTube. Yes, come to YouTube before 1492 or Sabir Bay. Let me help you out. Come to this page before 1492 or come to Sabir to get to page. All right. Either or, and just share it out when you get there. So the toe in Ethiopia is the ankh that all of you black people wear on your neck. Oh yeah, you didn't know that. So as I'm sitting in Las Vegas, I showed this Ethiopian brother a book, not these fake books that this young brother got out on black inventors and black. There ain't no such thing as black people, and it's something about 100 facts about the black man. It's no such thing as black man, people. It don't exist. There's no such thing as black people. So when I had a brand new book of this, I had a brand new book of this, and this was a used book. Which one you think the dude bought when I was there? Do you think he bought the new book, or do you think he bought the old book? Let me see how sharp y'all are. Which book did you think the Ethiopian bought when I was sitting with him? Y'all can hit the link and come on. Which one y'all think he bought? This book is only like $7, the new one. Which one of the books do you think he brought? Nobody wants to come on the feed. I see y'all all watching. Y'all don't want to come on the feed? Thank you. He bought the old one. Why did he buy the old one? Why did he listen? Which one do you think black people would buy? I'm gonna get the new one, brother, because the new one is bro. Let me tell you something. The Ethiopian brother bought the old one because he said, I like your highlights. And guess how much he paid for the book? I think it was $40. I think he gave me $40 back then for the old beat up version of this book. But Negroes wouldn't spend that kind of money. They'd be like, no, brother, wow, I want a brand new one. He paid me $40 for this thin book, right? Because it was marked up. Not this one, because I mark all of my books up. And that's how I add value to it, because the pages that I would mark, I can put a price on it. So he bought this one because this one was marked up, but I had a brand new one. He didn't want that one. So when I showed him inside the book, right? When I showed him inside the book, what was in the book, he was like, I want to go directly here. Let me explain why I'm saying this to you. You can't get mad at any other group of people coming here. No other people, when they know who they are. Niggas want to be in strip clubs and worry about what the garbage is on TikTok and Instagram, and then want to cry. when you can, I can sit with any other nationality or any, well, then again, they are Moors, but any other group of people in their culture, and they will say, well, where are you from? You don't sound like a black person. And I heard this before. So when Malcolm told me about the Ethiopians have a community in Las Vegas, where's the black community at? Come on, y'all, talk to me for a minute. Don't get mad. And he said they didn't even invite no black people. Listen, Malcolm said they didn't even invite no black people. Swear to God. Now, mind you, if we stop separating ourselves, we all the same people. You can't tell we from Ethiopia because they thought I was from Eritrea. So for y'all don't know what Eritrea is, Eritrea means Red Sea. That's near Yemen. You cross the Red Sea into Yemen. So as I'm sitting there talking with him about history and culture and Tawahido and Coptic and, and he's like, where are you from? He thought I was from Jamaica because of my locks, first and foremost, because they do have locks inside Ethiopia. So as I'm talking with him, he's asking me questions. And I'm breaking down Starbucks and how we sitting in Starbucks. And as I'm sitting in Starbucks, I'd say coffee is not even black, it's brown. Coffee's not black. You keep coming on, brother. You got something you want to share with us? Who are you?
Hello.
Peace.
Hey, peace, Sabir.
What's going on?
Oh man, I was just listening to the show, man. I just wanted to holler at you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, brother. I thought you was a stalker, man. A guy keep making 1,000,001 pages, and
No,
you know,
I'm driving. I'm driving. I drive
it's
trucks
all
too.
good. Oh, that's good. Though. Be careful. Be careful
Hey,
driving.
I do want to share something though about this about how everybody need to start paying attention to these privacy policies on the internet.
That's true. Damn, I don't know. He just went out, but he's right. But this is the thing. Like going back to Ethiopia, I was telling him coffee is not black, it's brown. But you can't even tell people that coffee is not black, it's brown. It's come from the word buna, 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 which means brown. So as I'm sitting in a Starbucks in Vegas, he don't even know where. He was like, "Yo, how did you know that coffee's not black? If you ever look at coffee, it's brown, but we keep saying black coffee. It's not black." Go inside of a coffee shop one day and just say you want Buna, especially if you see an Ethiopian. Say Buna and watch what happens. So as I'm sitting there with him and I'm explaining this to him, and then my man Malcolm telling me that they didn't invite no black person to their opening of the community in Vegas. Why would they? Why would they do that? But if they read J.A. Rogers' book, 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro, right? If they read the 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro, you will understand we would call Ethiopians and Moors before the 1500s. So when I hear people say they whitewashing this and they doing this and they doing that and they doing this, I'm like, baby, we doing it to ourselves because we don't want truth. And especially the conscious people that y'all support every single day. And that's why the elder sent me this. She emailed me this today. So I respect this elder and I won't stop at all. And if you put me in the room with their best of their best, you're going to see how good I truly am. This is not a coming at nobody, but I want y'all to understand people are paying attention. People are paying attention. Okay. So, I don't even know what else to say with this, brother, but I'm being real. My man is driving right now. So shout out to the elder that actually sent me that, and shout out to her for actually purchasing the Overstanding the Language of Law. And I want to thank her for purchasing the shirts. And y'all could do the same thing. If you want the Overstanding the Language of Law, you don't have to wait. You can be in your truck like my man is doing right now, driving, listening to the Overstanding the Language of Law because it can be audio. It's audio too.
Hey, Sabir, I got one. I'm gonna let you know something that so I had I was I'm well versed in the law, but like since I've been just not being influenced by a lot of people, just pretty much just going within. You know what the conclusion that I came to is that these people don't actually do anything to us. They actually operating within the laws of nature and within business. Like for instance, like they actually tell you everything that
Every
they do.
motherfucking thing everything, bro. They don't lie to you, bro. Like
No,
I'm, I'll be sitting back
and
laughing. They telling you what they're gonna
I'm
do.
starting to my conclusion that I've came to is that it's actually evil when you don't use your common sense and intelligence.
Nah, brother, what is that, bro? What are you talking about?
Oh, well, let me hear me out. Hear me
No,
out.
no, no. Listen. I'm being smart, man. I said, what
No,
is
no, no.
common?
Right. Um
What is that? I don't
actually,
even know what that is.
well, I'm just saying about the five senses that you actually possess is which is a birthright. Every man, woman, and child come in the planet with these senses, which is to translate information, right? So you can have like you can have a Quran or you can have a Bible, and that's actually, some people, they, they say God or whatever, and their version of God would be like on paper, printed words that's on paper that actually paper come from a tree, and their version of God will be in the book. And I can look at a tree and I can associate that more with a natural,
Nature.
version of nature and the universal law. And I can look at a tree and associate that with God more so than a book. It's not saying that the book is wrong or anything like that, but I'm just saying that um, what's inside of us when we been so desensitized from actually trusting ourselves to make personal decisions. Like I know my personal my personal life more than anybody, what I need to do, what I don't need to do, more than anybody. But if I listen to other people, it can get distorted, and it seems like that they actually just distracting us with stupid stuff from listening to ourselves, and we already be having the answers to a lot of questions. And so like for instance, when this Facebook, right, when they had actually told everybody, um they had to August 30th a deadline to get your, it was a class action suit if you had Facebook since it opened, right? They hit us with the Alabama brawl and the Will Jada stuff to distract you, right? But they actually published, it was a public announcement when they lost the case, when Facebook lost the case, basically saying that, yeah, we use your information, and
Yes, they do.
the only way to get out of this is put the platform down. And
Yeah.
so it's like the laws of nature can't help us if, we have intelligence and we have an obligation to the universal laws as well. We're not no different, and we are, guys. Um, and I'm just saying that as from a business perspective, that these people actually tell us what they're doing, and then, you know, we get distracted because they're not actually doing anything to us. We
Then
supposed to grow our own food. We don't supposed to be going into the grocery store and, oh, they making us sick. And it's like, no, I think
you
that
making yourself sick.
we
Can I
making
interject?
ourselves sick.
Can I say this to you, bro? Because I have these conversations and I tell people I think totally different. Like my brain is, and I don't mind to deal with the backlash. I've been dealt with backlash from my own people, not from a European, not one European I've ever, never went at it with. It was my people. And I sit back and I just listen to people. I'm listening to you right now. I'm seeing how much you know. I would never tell you that you don't know anything because what you're going to do is you're going to tell me what you know. See how that works? So what they're doing, like you just said, they're telling you. So how many of us on this TikTok looking at this bullshit? Just think about it. Look at the garbage that they putting out here. Look at Tubi TV. Tubi TV is another one. Just think about it. All this stuff they telling you. Look at what's on Tubi TV. It's all garbage, and it's our people acting foolish, right? But the key is like if you understood, read Edward Bernays' book, Engineering Consent. Have you ever
Mm-hmm.
read? Have you ever read the Rex 84, bro? Do you have that
Mm-hmm.
Rex? Do you have the Rex
Mm-hmm.
84?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna test you if you think if you say
The
you
King
have it.
Alfred plan.
Now, if you ever really read it, it's over here. And if y'all want that, I got that too. I have the full video, the full book. I've been having it for 26, 27 years. It's the Rex 84. I have the whole book, not parts of the book. I have the
They pretty
whole.
much get us to enslave ourselves. I
Thank
mean, they
you.
basically get us to corrupt ourselves, and nature is not rocking with that
And this is what
because
what Bernays
Yeah.
was telling me. He's the father. He's the father of public relations. Hold up. Let me show you something. And people who supposed to know this supposed to inform you. He is the father, and they got a movie coming out on him. He's the father of public relations, bruh. Do you
Mm.
know his original writing in his book? How much this book cost?
How much?
$25,000.
Wow.
Let me tell you why. I was in Philadelphia. When I go back to Philly, there's a place that's in Philadelphia, right? It's called the Vault in Philly. It's on 16th and Walnut. And I'm going to give y'all the picture. It's right across the street from the Apple store. If you from Philadelphia, and you ever see these buildings like Men in Black when they would go into this particular building, nobody knew what was in it. You ever see Men in Black when Will Smith first went in there
Yeah.
and you didn't know what it was? So that's what that looks like, right? So in Philadelphia, there's a building across the street from the Apple store. And what happened, I gets to the front desk and I was looking for Edward Bernays' book. Now I'm the one that gave everybody the book. So if anybody that's talking about Edward Bernays, I'm the one that was telling people to buy the book for years. For years, I was telling people to buy it. Now all these conscious people, everybody's, oh yeah, the Edward Bernays' book. No, I'm the one that put it out there to everybody. So when I went to go get the original one, I didn't know I was looking for the original one. But when I gets to this front desk, you can't get upstairs, right? Weirdest thing ever. So I gets there, and it's a sister at the front desk. You got to get permission to go upstairs. So she said, "I'm just gonna let you upstairs." This is how the creator works, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it when I go back to Philly. This to show y'all. So I gets to the desk, and the sister pushed the button, and I go upstairs to a room. It's like a warehouse. I swear, I grew up in Philadelphia. I never knew this was there. So I get upstairs to this floor, and in the place they had all old books in there. Listen, all old books. So I'm asking them, "Do you have Edward Bernays' book, Propaganda?" So they go look on their computer. Like, mind you, bro, it looks like a place that you'd be like, "Nigga, what's in here?" That's how it looked like. And this is what the lady called it. I swear, this is what she said. It's called the Vault. The Vault, right? So.
Right.
I go, and so I'm like, well, I want to get the book. So she said, let me check our New York, place, right? She checks New York, and she said 25. I said, what, $25? She said, no. I said, what, 2,500? She said, no. She said 25,000. I said, nigga, no, that's okay. I was the original one. So as she's explaining this to me, right? She said, because it has his writing in it. That's why it was 25,000. It has Edward and if anybody knows about Edward Bernays, everything that you see with these politicians down to these actors, all of them was what? Trained by him. Public relations. He was the father of public relations. So when you see guys or people speaking for people, it's not them speaking. I'm gonna show you a movie that explained it. Go watch Hancock. Go watch Hancock when the dude was in the public relations and he told Will Smith to read this. You should go to jail. This is what he told him. You should go to jail just to kill. He told him all of this in Hancock. And he said, and Will Smith came out and said, I'll do better. I will do better. I said, that's the lamest thing. Like, it's not like me flowing.
Listen to what he said. I will.
You follow me? So all of this was going on. And I've been in this radio game for over 25 years, brother. I've been in radio for a long time. So I could see and know things that y'all probably would never even know. I know how this game is being played, but we don't want to support this because what happens, they want to be the ones in the Black conscious community. Oh, no, I figured it out. No, that's why I'm only going to give people tidbits. I'm dead serious because I'm going to test you. And I would never say that you don't know something. I'm going to ask you what you do know. So it's not the white man that is doing it. It's our people.
Exactly.
It's our people that's doing it. And I have to be real with y'all. So and this is why I can sit with any group of people and explain to them, whether you're from Ethiopia, Morocco, Tunis, wherever you're from, I can have a conversation, an intelligent conversation with them. And they will say, well, we're not Black. But I understand Edward Bernays. So if you never got the Rex 84, y'all should
propaganda,
get it.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, the propaganda is so real.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Here it is, right here.
And you know what's crazy, Sabir? It's actually it's business. Like,
it's our business.
The reason why that the karmic debt doesn't speed up for these people, why, it's because we have an obligation to the creator and nature also. So just because someone is always going to try to trick me, but it's up to me to not get tricked. And I was having this conversation with my cousin, and so she was like, God, whoa, 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 and it's good. I know the word God is a verb transitive and all that. I
It's
don't
all
like
good. We ain't gonna
me
get
personally. Yeah, we just speaking from.
we
I'm gonna just speak to the people, but I was like, you know, I said I was in the hole one time when I was in prison. That's where my light bulb clicked in at,
uh-huh.
and I was like, because when you leave the human mind alone for a certain period of time, it recorrects itself. And so I said, man, you know what? The creator is not just good. It's rainy days and the sunny days. When you get corrupted and think that everything is supposed, even in the Quran, it says the want of good is evil.
You better read it. Oh, brother,
The want,
hold up. I read all of them. Hold up. I read everything. Oh, I
and
read
so
everything.
I just accept the all. I accept all of Allah, not
You
just a
gotta understand
portion.
all of it. All of it.
Right, right. And it's a
So
beautiful thing.
no, it is. But the thing about it though, I tell people that there's a book called How to Run a Country. And I was gonna do a video on that, but I'm not gonna give y'all everything. If y'all want me to do one-on-ones, I can do that. And I
And
do
we
have,
used to do the same thing though.
you know,
Before Europeans was even on the planet, we used to
yes,
do the same thing.
yes, we did. But the crazy part, the coming of the internet now, everybody wants to be famous. Negroes are paying $14.95 for a blue check and never even did any work in their life. And I'm like, that's all I gotta do is pay for a blue check and I'm fine now. Like
Oh
for
man,
people
I've
to
been watching
believe.
you for years. I've been watching you guys for
And you don't see
years.
no blue check up there. I didn't produce radio. I didn't produce film. I didn't produce the movie, and you don't see no blue checks up there. Why? Because I don't need that attention. For what? Put me in a room with them, but we see. Nas used to have this saying is that he said to be the best is to challenge the best, and the rest is no contest. That's what Nas would say. If this is hip hop, if this is in hip hop, right? You go and I go. That's just hip hop, and let the people choose. And that's what they don't want. I'm fine with it. I'm not looking for fame. I was born that way. Every last one of us on this feed is a celebrity, if you understood it. But the key is
Right.
that I know these people in the conscious community, bro. So when people bring up guys like Brother Rich, and I'll be like, dude, them dudes don't want to talk to me. You crazy? I'm fine with it. Somebody said I need a bigger platform. The platform is what the platform is. Y'all make the platform bigger. Somebody on Instagram. I'm not, listen, let me tell y'all something about honesty. And Rudy can tell you. I call Rudy. I call a lot of people up. And most people I don't talk to, but if I'm cool and I feel your energy, I will call you. But talking about a bigger platform, you make the platforms bigger. I'm fine. Do what you do where you're at and support where you're at. That's just how I am. I'm not looking for no bigger platforms. I'm fine. Trust me. The way I'm moving is for a reason. And they say in the Quran also, it talks about those things too. Allah is only going to give you what you need. The thing about people, when you want things, the things that you want get you more in debt and more in trouble. And this is what is happening with our politicians, bro. Going back to that again, every last one of them have dirt in their backyard. And what
Hmm.
happens, they will push them up. I was listening to a R. Kelly song, Heaven, I Need a Hug. Y'all should listen to that song. Don't worry about the artist. Listen to the song. He said they set you up just to get behind you. They lace you just to blind you. They
Yeah,
set you up just to get behind you, and they will lace you just to blind you. If I've been doing this for so long, why the hell none of these cats came at me and told me got some dirt on me? Why? Because what happens, I'm gonna put it out
because your
to you.
character
There
is
you go. It's the
it's
character.
it's square. You on your square.
And that's what is going on. So when people come at me and say, well, Sabir, why are you feeding into the haters? I don't care about haters gonna hate. I'm gonna make you
And
lose
since
your hair, make you
and
look old. I'm fine. Yeah.
sincerity beats negative sorcery any day.
Yes, and that's what it is. It's you don't have to, brother. You don't have to say I'm any of these things. I'm King Kong. Your light is going to shine in a dark ass room. If I walked in rooms with hoodies on my head, brother, and there was one dude sitting next to me, say, "Well, I thought that was Sabir sitting right there." Like your light is going to shine regardless. You don't have to boast and brag about any of those things. And those that can see the light are the ones that intimidated. I have never been intimidated by nobody, and y'all know how many people I know got money. I'm not intimidated by how much money you have, what kind of car you have. I was the type of dude that hustle, and I will park my car 5 blocks away from somebody, right, and go walk and talk to I swear, and talk to a girl. That's how I was, because you would never know. You ain't never see me with a Fendi, because I never rocked it. Red bottom hat. You never saw me with none of that stuff. And it's very easy to get, but that's not my steez. So I would walk with you. Jesus,
They
if you,
been they
you
came
know,
out with this they was talking about this polyester, about how many megahertz it is. It's at 15 or below 50. So now it's a science behind why we dress how we with linen and wool. Like
yes,
with linen and wool,
colors, everything play a part, brother. Colors
color
too.
psychology, all of that, because I was in
All of
prison.
that.
So I know how I was in the federal prison. So the military operates with that and they run that.
Oh,
But it's the color psychology, even in the prison. These people are actually using our, but the science is available to evil and negative, I mean positive and negative forces alike.
yes. You know the funny part is
It's equal to both of us. They just distracting us. And so pretty
it's
much
all distractions. It's all
just
distractions.
we just let our guard down. It's like when we get into this psychology of nobody should supposed to do me wrong and woo, woo. No, that's not the reality. People,
No,
you have natural evil forces and you have natural light forces.
and
That's the
you have to
balance.
accept it. You have to accept it. I accept it for my own people. Trust me. You know how many
Man,
people that did me dirty in this conscious
under the
community, bro?
religion, it was hard for me to accept that under the dogma,
Bro, you know
coming up into that.
how many people in this conscious community probably watching this video right now that did me dirty, and I test people purposely. I may call somebody and ask them to do something, right? Not necessarily need it, but I just want to see if they say nay or yay. You know they do that in this industry too, right? I'm dead set. They be like, no, I can't. I'll be like, fine, I know where you at right now, so I'm gonna cut you off. And so when I cut them off, they be like, well, what happened? What I do to Sabir? You know what you did. So let me ask you a question, bro. You say you was in federal prison, right?
Yes, sir.
How long you did?
I was there twice. The first time I did 27 months, and the second time I did 40 months.
Okay, you wasn't there long enough, but let me help you out.
I
My
was
brother,
there long. That's long enough.
no,
Shit.
let me tell you something. No, I'm gonna tell you why. My brother just did 21 years in a federal prison. And I said, if you would probably was in it, you probably would know him. Go by the name of Goldie. His name was Goldie. So my brother, I was on the phone with and I was hitting Joey Molino. Joey Molino's from Philadelphia, mob dude. Soon as I said my brother Goldie name, he said, "Oh, I know Goldie." Joey Molino was a mob boss in Philadelphia. So
Hmm.
you do, I think it's 9 months to a year in federal prison. That's how it is. 9 months to a year. You don't do your whole 12 like they do here because it's a total difference. My
No.
brother went to every mother freaking country. If I called him on the phone, he'll start to talking, but excuse me. But I'm gonna tell you the story about him. He got arrested, and you could probably look him up online, but I'm just gonna
You
put it
said
out
every
here.
country, right?
He been in every country, brother. Every country, every country, straight up. He gets
Travel
this
man,
dude.
traveling man.
No, no, no. He was in a federal prison in every country. They don't keep you
Oh,
still.
oh, okay. I got you. You talking
No,
about each
because
state?
that's why I asked you how long was you in there. Because one thing the feds do is don't let you get comfortable. They will move you from place to
Nah.
place. That's
Yeah, they
how it is.
travel. They put us on that con airplane and move us around.
There
You're
you
right.
go. So that's what my brother did, right? He would have never went there, he said, if he wasn't locked up in the feds. Not lying. This motherfucker is crazy. My brother, and I'm sitting there like he think he's still back in 1990s, dude. He was in jail. He went to jail young. My brother did
Hmm.
21, 22 years in a federal prison. And
Yeah.
everybody knows exactly who he is. So, and if I told you to go online, you probably look it up and be like, damn, that was him right there, and see how young he was. He's online. I
Well,
wouldn't say
usually, if it, since he's from Philadelphia, majority all the Philadelphia guys gonna know him because he's in their car.
no, he's
But
not even. It
you,
wasn't just Philly dudes. He know mob
but
dudes. This nigga was locked up with a lot
no,
of
no,
people.
he's a well-known man in that system.
But the weird part is, one thing I want y'all to hear what I'm saying to you. Umi Yasim's mother said to me before she passed away, she said, Black people in the States are creatures of comfort. I never, and it didn't hit
Hmm.
me until later on what she said to me. Why am I saying this? We are very comfortable, bruh. We are so comfortable, and this is what is happening with all of the politicians. They're comfortable. A lot of us are comfortable. We don't want to be
That's right.
uncomfortable. And
That's
the
right.
crazy part, sometimes you have to be uncomfortable, and that's what the feds do. They're not going to let you get comfortable. Nigga, we moving you. Maybe 3
Hey,
o'clock in the morning. We moving you.
hey, Sabir, I'm gonna give you one example of what straighten out um, the negative sorcery, mind control that was over me. It was one time I was in the hole. I went to the hole. I got caught with some
Go ahead, keep
K2,
talking.
whatever. I
Oh,
got caught with some K2. They found it, and I went to the hole. I was in the hole for like 4 months, right? And one night, even in the hole, you have a celly. So I was on the top bunk, right? And you know, I'm revisiting. I'm revisiting my whole life. You know, with contemplation, and it was like maybe like 2 or 3 in the morning, and a tear just rolled down my face for my grandmother because she was always there for me. And I said, you know what, man, all the stuff that I've done, in the streets, and chasing money, go to the strip club and blow money. I said, man, I never even asked my grandmother if she needed a roll of fucking toilet paper, man. And me asking her that, I mean, like me thinking on that, and I say, man, doing all these things and making this money in the street, I never asked my grandmother if she needed a roll of toilet paper. That brought a tear to my eye. And I said,
wow.
you know what? I need to fix this behavior on why I think like that. Because I already was aware of the Moorish science because it was all coming to me in degrees, which was actually how it was supposed to go.
Yes, and
Um,
it's going. Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. I am not, and no disrespect to any of the Moors in the temple, but I'm not in the temple. Um,
me
I've never
neither.
been I've never been in a temple. But one thing that Noble Dwelly did say is that it will be the third and fourth generation coming with their eyes wide open. That's what Noble Dwelly said. So we are in that third and fourth generation with our eyes wide open. So now the distractions have to come. We
Yeah.
have to give these black people everything. All this FBA stuff is a bunch of bull. All this stuff that we seeing out here is a bunch of bull. And what happens? People are feeding it into because they package it a certain way to make things look good. And no disrespect to anyone honestly in the Nation of Islam, it's the same thing. When you see these brothers that's in there, no disrespect to them, but they have a group of people that will rock with that. The reason why you see most of those people in the nation or people who speaking is because they got the nation behind them and they are
Mm-hmm.
following them. So now they spread it out. So if
Mm-hmm.
Moors was to deal with the science instead of religion, because it's not a religion, it's a science. It's not called
Yep.
Moorish religion. It's called Moorish science. So this thing is a scientist. We are scientists. We're not technicians. We are scientists. Europeans are technicians. We are scientists. We can take something and make it out of nothing, nothing out of something. We
Yeah,
are
because
everything
yep,
is already
because we
in us.
got the genetic code. Usually what
There
they
you
do is
go.
sit back. They sit back and let us remember certain things we did in our past, and we
But they
invent
have to
things.
distract you.
Yeah, we invent things. We invent a lot of things. Like we do a lot of groundbreaking, pivotal things in the industry that is uh, important to civilization. And what they end up doing is they usually license it and capitalize or patent it
That's all they
because
do.
they can't do it. But that's still business. They
It's
still
still
they
business. And
didn't they didn't do anything evil per se according to natural law. Only
but
thing they did was distract me and make me adopt a culture to listen to rap music and want to go fuck hoes and go to the club. But you know, so when somebody like one of you guys come and try to tap me on the shoulder, I don't want to hear that shit
do you? And that's what it is.
because
But
I don't understand the language.
exactly what's going to make us hurt, brother, is pain. The pain.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be real with you.
And it's beautiful, man. It's
Oh,
beautiful. I
it's
took the
crazy.
stairs instead of the elevator, and it's
I
so
do that all the time. Anybody
beautiful.
knows I take stairs when I'm in certain places. Why? I take stairs. If it's 80 stairs, somebody know that Sabir is going to walk those stairs, even though I got a plate and 6 screws in my motherfucking leg, bro. I will walk those 80 stairs and it's hell going uphill. Anybody travel with me, I walk a lot. and I got a plate, brother, and 6 screws in my leg from being shot. And actually, it's funny. It's funny because I just wanted to go get my eyes checked again, right? What my right eye is weaker, they said, right? Because I got a bullet in the back of my head right here, so it's sitting on a nerve in my head. So I still have a 38 slug in my head, so it messes with my vision. But I will walk and I will push my body. This body that you have, you only get one, and you got to take care of this mug. So, and this is what I tell people, and I try to encourage people to look at my life as an example. I'm not perfect, but goddamn, my body been
Mm-hmm.
through a lot. I'm in better shape than a lot of dudes may be in their teens and their 20s, whether you want to believe it or not. Trust me. But the crazy part is the distraction
Just you,
is ongoing. If they don't stop the
just being
distraction, it's
aware of that
ongoing.
makes you more stronger.
Have to. And that's what they don't want you to. They don't give you a break. I'm watching it was a sister, it was funny to her, and she was talking about what was going on overseas, how they don't take a day off. I said, that's a Bob Marley quote. She said, so why should we take a day off? That's a Bob Marley quote. When Bob Marley got shot, he said, if they take it, he said, if they don't take a day off, why should I take a day off? Why should I?
So
But they
I
don't,
was,
and they use our own people, brother. It's our people that's doing it.
yeah,
It's us.
yeah, it is. And so Sabir, I had stopped. I had came home for a while. So my 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 son's mother, she was about to get him vaccinated and stuff, right? So what she did, he got one. She know I didn't want him to get one, right? But so his sister, his older sister, I raised her. But we not together, but I raised her. So she called me and told me I quit this job immediately, went home, right? And I ended up getting my son the non-obligatory. It's the county set it up for you. I went to the Detroit
Mm.
Health Department. All I did was went in there. I watched the video for like an hour because they want to tell you, hey, you know the dangers of not getting vaccinated and all of this, and they tell you that bullshit. And now my son, he never has to get that shit again. So guess what? She said, can I get my other son? And I'm like,
You
yeah, go
follow
ahead.
me?
You know,
And this is the crazy part.
and
What you
that
just
was
did,
the demonstration of my
that's the
information.
demonstration,
I didn't
and
talk
that's
to
what
her
it is.
about that shit.
We
Yo,
look, we look for other people to do these things, brother. When I was going overseas, I got you, brother, and I want you to come
Man,
on.
I
But
felt severe. I felt so good about that, man, bro. You just don't understand how that reinforces the confidence inside of you, because you're right,
you have
right.
to, brother. I went out on a limb. I was traveling the whole time the pandemic. I just have to pay 150. I
And mind
told
you,
y'all what they
that
was
was,
doing.
and mind you, Sabir, that's still in a dead state. That's not even in, that's not even another class of citizenship. Even in the dead state, you gotta have that right. The
You can
the
have the
county,
right. Again,
the,
we don't
they
listen, brother.
provide it for
Time
you.
is such a wisdom because we don't push it. What I'm watching, even with DL Hughley and all of these people and these black conscious people, they keep playing the victim role, bro. The victim, and that's what sells with our people. Victim, white supremacy, white supremacy. They know how to tap into you. Oh, it's white supremacy. The white man did it. No, who the hell is white? Put me on the feet and ask me that same question. White supremacy. I'll be like, well, who is white? Define white to me because this don't. What color is this hat I got on? What color sweater I got on? It don't look like black or orange or whatever. I mean, this is black, orange. Come on, let's be realistic with it. But we'll argue these issues, and it's a term called um, it's a word ignorant fallacy something, and it actually talks about our people, how we are. We will defend the nonsense and argue for no reason at all, and don't have common sense. This is what is happening with our people. This is what is going on. So if people be wishing I stop. I swear to God, they be wishing I stop. Oh, they want me to stop so bad. They be like, I wish this nigga just shut up. No, I would never stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna be the agitator, and I'm gonna invite you on the feed. But brother Mozart, go ahead, brother Mozart. I like that name.
yo,
What's up,
Samir,
brother?
yo,
What's up?
Samir, on the vaccination tip, I had my daughter during COVID, and I wasn't gonna get her vaccinated. I had to get her fight with my girl. I had to get her fight with my whole family, and then they all got the boosters and everything. But now they don't say nothing. They act like none of that happened, right? The COVID stuff, and my family acts like I didn't get in a fight with them over this stuff because they know I was right, but they don't even bring it up no more. But that stuff is real, bro. the
No,
P
it's so
of the
serious.
vaccination.
Yeah, it's called a
Serious.
non-medical waiver, brother. They don't want to listen to you. You just got to do it. You have to just do.
Just
They
have to do
because
it.
you can't knock them for that because you haven't shown them anything. You have to have it because they want us to bicker like that. And only reason why that happened for me is because my wisdom kicked in. Because I used to be, yeah, I'm right, but I used to just say things and be like, yeah, this is wrong and this is wrong, but I don't know how to demonstrate shit. And so
And that's
basically,
why.
I'm just the
Yeah,
same as them.
exactly. But see, this is what people do, brother. And going back to our people again, we do things not to upset the system or upset our job. You follow me? We do stuff like that. We don't want to upset
Hmm.
none of this, right? We don't want to upset nothing. We don't know. I'm just going along to get along. So you can't blame someone else when you have to blame yourself, right? So let me just show you something on this. This is an eighth grade civics test. This is an eighth grade civics test, right? Our
From
republic can only work.
1895.
No, this is from the 80s, 1980s. This is a civic. This is a book. It's called American Civics. If you can find this book, see if you can find it. It's called American Civics, right? I had this book for a while, right? It's called Our Republic Can Only Work If Citizens Are Willing to Think for Themselves and Not Simply Accept what others tell them.
Hmm.
If people would think for themselves. When I was traveling, brother, name somebody who was traveling during the pandemic, and I can show you how I was traveling. If you go to my YouTube and punch in Sabir Bay in Spain
Oh no,
or
I saw
Morocco,
you traveling.
you can see me during the pandemic, right? I didn't get a shot.
Yeah.
That's insane. But you know what I found at the airport? They had this piece of paper at the airport, right? It says um exemption, exemption from the shot, right? I said, what? And it said,
Right. Hey. Right.
but it says
Sabir,
for
you see?
humanitarian. For
But you see how
humanitarian.
you see how they cover themselves and protect themselves because they
Yes,
cannot just do everything to you because guess what? If they just violated that critical point that you just said, if they violate that in nature, they understand that the karmic repercussions is tenfold. They, you
yes.
see what I'm saying?
So
And that's a
exactly.
business move that they do.
So what
Like
happens,
Sabir always
brother?
say, like a Sabir, the
What
engineer consent before you even get there. You already like
Hmm.
the engineering consent is already there. So I'm in the airport. I'm gonna see if I can find it for you, right? I'm gonna see if I
They
can
just
pull
get
it.
you interested in shit to not read the privacy policy or
Brother,
the disclaimer. Once you don't read these things, you cannot say that oh they doing this to me because they told you exactly, hey, the only way to operate this phone is send the device back. When you open up your Apple phone, or if you think you about to write a book and utilize they platforms like the software licenses that come with the notes and all of that, and you about to put a book out and you wrote everything on the notes, they need half of that because they
okay.
told you in the software license agreement.
Hold up. I'm going to send it to you, bro. I'm going to post it up here. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to post it up there, right? Give me 1
Yeah,
minute.
let me see. Let me
Hold
see.
on. I'm going to show you what they. I'm going to show you what they sent me, right? I'm going to show you what it was in LAX 1067. Now pay attention. When I was
Mm.
going to get on the plane, watch this. This was the funniest thing ever, fam. I said, no, they did not.
Our republic can work only if citizens are
Are willing to think
willing
for
to think
themselves and
for
not simply accept
themselves.
what others tell them. In a
Wow,
republic,
that's and the
right?
rest of the world look at us like we just stupid as shit over here.
Exactly. Now I'm going to show you what was in the LAX the last time I left. Now bear with me. This is the form. That's it right there. Negative departure, right? I want you to see. This is what it was. You see what a negative departure. I didn't take no shot, right? So you had to take the test, right? You take the test, but that wasn't the kicker. When you go further down here, right there, humanitarian. I said, nigga, please. Are you
Mm,
serious?
mm, mm. And see,
How
you
could
see
you
how
be
if
how
if
could
you're
you
not
be in
aware
the
of that,
mother
if you're not aware of that,
how, bro? How?
this is how
How
they.
is
This is
this
how they.
fair?
You
Yo,
see, and you
Sabir, what constitutes as a humanitarian exception? Like, what
Okay, so
do you need
let me
to
tell you
get
something.
there?
Let me explain this to you. I'm a
they covering
humanitarian.
themselves in business and in
So
nature.
I can claim to be a humanitarian. because I deal with humanity. But I laughed at this when I saw it. I said, no. But the funny part is I was going to do it again, right? But I was leaving. Now, when you go international, you got to like get there early. You got to, it's a whole lot of stuff you got to go through if you fly international, right? You got to get there mad early and check your bags and get your stuff, right? So I was going to play with this. So when I saw it at the desk, when the lady said it on there, I said, what the hell? I said, I was going to play with this, but I didn't want to get held up because I was going to play. Because I was cutting it close when I was leaving. So if I was there early, I would have been like, yo, let's see how this is going to work out. Because I didn't get the shot.
And they'll never run that on CNN. They'll never run that on your local news.
Why would they? Hold up. Why would they do that? Do it look like I picked this motherfucker up? No, they would never put this on CNN and Fox News. This is why people be like, yo, Sabir, your shows need to be put out to everybody, bro. Like, yo, you need to be on these. I can break all of this stuff down and show y'all from my experience. I never got a shot. And this is what all of the people that got shots is going to be. What's going to happen? You're going to have to get ready for with them black suits, bro. I'm going to be real with you. Because we're doing it to our kids.
I had sex with a chick that had that shot, man, and I knew better, like not to do that. But I said, hey, you had that shot? She said, yeah, man. Do you know? 2 days later, I got kind of, I was feeling like a little sick. So what I did, I was in Arizona. Guess what I did? I went down. I went to Texas. I went and got some organic, real watermelons and sat in the sun. I let that sun beam on me, bro, for 2 days straight. That's the only way I got right.
Hold on. Somebody said because they don't deserve me. Look, somebody said they don't deserve you. The people here don't deserve me. So I think I'm going to end this conversation. No,
damn.
No. But seriously, brother. But seriously, this is the thing. I don't know if y'all know, like you just said about when you have, intercourse with someone, know the person. I tell condoms don't protect everything, and I say this to people. Know the person that you have in sex with because you can transmit energy and a lot of the biggest pores. Most people don't even know the biggest pores in your body is the top of your head, women, for getting perms, your underarms, the palm of your hands, and the bottom of your feet. Those are the biggest pores in your body.
Yes, sir.
So when you're doing things, you can actually, pick up those people's energies. And this is why people are the way they are. And again, this is why sex sells, brother. Sex sells, murder sells. All these things sells.
It murders the creativity inside of you when you have sex a lot.
Those things sell with our people. Our people. So I am a humanitarian. Anybody wants to come on the feed and challenge me that I'm not? You want to challenge me? Hit the link if you think I'm playing. Because what I do is humanitarian work. It's not civil rights work. So hit the link right there, Sabir Bey to get to, or you can hit before 1492 before it get too late. So, brother, you took me to another level, man. I was great. You had me on that. That's why I tell people stay focused on what I'm saying. But that's okay. But
I'm sorry.
This is the crazy part. My brother wanted to share something. He's on here. Mozara. Did I pronounce that right, brother?
Mozara.
My apologies, Sabir.
Yeah, and this is why I got to do one-on-ones and private classes because y'all be somewhere else. I do one-on-ones, people. I do classes too. Go ahead, bro.
I ain't want to distract the conversation neither. I just recently, real quick, watched on Tubi Reclaiming the Throne, which made me think of your 1492 tour. Brother, whenever you get that popping, I think the world really needs that. And I know I try to do my best to give as much contribution as I can because I know it takes finance to make things advance in that aspect. But I just wanted to bring that up to you, man. It literally made me think about your 1492 tour because that they brought up a lot of points. Like I think people are on what you want, but they're not doing like you and Cat Will and me is like going straight at it. They kind of, which I understand because, like you say, they finance to determine how much truth they're gonna say. But hey, man, if you haven't seen that, it's called Reclaiming the Throne on Tubi.
Wow.
You're the first one that brought me up about us being black Jews. I mean, not black Jews,
Negro
Jews. There you go. So this helped bring a lot of attention to kind of the things that you are already bringing attention to. So I just wanted to say that ends my thought.
If we could get places, brother, and this is what I'm asking people to do, because I am going to come to the East Coast. But if people got places, set it up. But that's all they got. Listen, man, I tell people, you got a budget, you can pay for hotel, pay for flight, pay for whatever, be help out that kind of way. Because I'm willing to do it. But my thing is, brother, I'm actually going to go back overseas. So Chris and brother Amadeus and us, we got another part of this piece that we did in Civll. We did one in Barcelona, we did one in Civll, we did one in Cordoba. So all these pieces we're putting together to actually get finances so we can have content for y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of work. It's no sleep sometimes. Like you got to get up, you got to, and they depended on me to actually break these things down, like to make sense out of everything. And I'm like, I can't deal with my life and then deal with everybody else. You know what I mean? Because nobody's coming to my rescue. And when you reach out to certain individuals that supposed to have your back, they give you 1,001 excuses. So what I'm going to start doing is giving people 1,001 excuses too. And just get mad at me. It don't matter to me, B. I'm fine because I know what can be done, and I know what we can do. And again, people always bringing up these other individuals on these platforms. They don't want this type of conversation. I have no issue with none of them. If you were in the Nation of Islam, even when Rizza Islam reached out to me, I'll talk with him. I would sit with them.
As you should.
Say, how could we come together? But it's people that look like you and I would say, well, don't bring Sabir, or they'll take the content of what I'm saying and even write the stuff that I'm saying, even highlight the books I'm saying. I'll be like, God damn, boy, and never say, yo, well, Sabir, if he knows deeper of this information on what I'm speaking on. So some things, brother, I have to hold back until I do the 1492 tour. And that's why we selling the shirts right now. So if y'all want the shirts, y'all can get the shirts. We got my brother Greg go buy some extra larges tomorrow. Shout out to Larry. We just sold one. Brother Rudy bought 2. Sister Elizabeth bought 1. Brother in Texas should have his by now. But y'all can get them. Or you can get the Overstanding the Language of Law. Either way, that's $150. That's a whole course. Am I lying, Dre?
No, you're not lying. Y'all need to get that though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for Shabir so that he can have the guap. It's for you people so you can know what's popping. It's for you.
A servant is worthy of his hire.
Yo, no doubt. And this is the crazy part, man. Like I said, like it's so much that needs and can be done. I saw a video, and I'm going to play this for y'all. And I said, brother, you took me
We'll
away
pay
from
for Gucci. We'll buy that shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, brother. Yeah, because that's Gucci. But
you know what I'm saying?
let me
That's some
show you
bullshit.
something. Let me show you something. I was watching a video early today, right? And they was on the street talking about the Civil War. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. And they was asking people about the Civil War. What do you think the Civil War was about, bro? I'm asking all of y'all. What y'all think the Civil War was about?
Me personally, I think the Civil. I know that from the research that I've done, the Civil War was actually a labor dispute fallout between. It was about taxes, especially about us being from the land, and it's the same. It's employment. It was an employment fallout with the pale face and us. That's my personal thing that I saw. It wasn't actually. It was like, damn. Why do we have to? I could privately contract somebody out work. Why do I have to pay another? The DC thing, the DC entity. Why do I have to pay you when you not from this land? This entity is not organically.
No, I just want you. I want you.
That's my opinion right there.
What did they tell you? What it is? So I got 2 other brothers on. Anybody else want to jump on the feed and tell me what y'all think it is? What y'all thought it was about?
But we're trying to do industrialization, but the North had to pay their workers necessarily. But the South was like, well, you guys don't have the cotton that you need, and we don't want to pay these people. So you guys either you let us do our thing, or we're gonna just do our own thing. But that's
was it about freeing slaves, or because that's what the
Hell no.
Nah,
that's what black people are saying.
It was about money.
Okay, so let me show
it was a tax issue.
Let me show you what Europeans do. Let me show you what Europeans do. I don't think I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be Sabir Bey on the street. Watch this. Hold up. Listen to this. Watch this. Can't make this up. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you what Europeans do.
You about to post it? I mean, put it up.
No, I'm gonna play it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
The U.S. Civil War in the 1800s. What was the cause of the Civil War? The U.S. Civil War in the 1800s.
What was the cause of the Civil War?
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was? Uh, I don't know. What would you say is the cause of the Civil War?
The Civil War? What caused the Civil War? Huh. They mostly, I'm thinking of the first war when we became Americans.
They ain't got nothing to do
And
with
we
it.
had a Civil War. What do you think caused our Civil War?
Sin, I suppose. You know, there was something evil. Mankind is hard on each other, man.
What the?
Yeah.
And what do you think, sir, was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Of the Civil War? Well, let's see. The North and South, they couldn't get along. It could happen here too.
You think we're near that?
Hear what?
You think we're getting toward a Civil War again?
The good Lord only knows, but I think, you know, if he thought it was going to end up this way,
Shit is-
people are supposed to get along, aren't we? We're all Americans, not just Democrats and Republicans.
What do you think is the cause of the Civil War, the U.S. Civil War?
Well, I think the Democrats are pushing the race issue extremely far. I had a black man at my door the other day.
I hate that word.
Issue with race, but they're making it such a big issue. They're making it, you know, just even with this Claudia Gay, that she was asked to resign from this college in Harvard. It's not a race issue, but they're making it that, and I don't agree with that.
What about the Civil War in the 1800s? What do you think was the cause of that?
Oh, yeah, that was slavery, wasn't it?
Seems that way. What do you think caused the Civil War?
Probably the division of states and the people.
Over what?
Well, right now they're trying to take the people's right to vote away. I mean, if you're in Colorado, and I think Trump probably actually won Colorado, whether it says it on paper or not. Like I said, I watched a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of voter fraud, a lot of when you can't control all the write-in ballots and stuff like that. So, you know, the sad part about it is Trump actually told us before this even happened, this is what they were going to do, and they did it. I mean, I know a pile of people, and I drove.
Not that we're going to start a war, but I think people are going to get fed up. And I think, you know, there was riots in the street how many years ago? Crazy everywhere. And I think that could happen again, maybe at a bigger scale.
But also, like, even like you meant,
this is the most craziest thing ever. Do you know how sick that is right there, bro? If you went in the street and did something like that, you know how many people wouldn't even know what the hell, but people talking about voting? Do you know, I don't know if y'all know, at one time you had to take this thing called the literacy test. Are y'all familiar with that? The literacy test?
Yes, sir.
So tell me something about the literacy test. Don't go to law in detail. This one word. That's just tell me what you think it is.
3 branches of government, understanding.
No, that's none of that.
The literacy was to know if you can read and write if you wanted to vote.
Read and write, and to know the Constitution. That's simple. It's not complicated.
The time
that's how simple it was.
At the same time, it was illegal to teach quote unquote black people to read.
This is what it was, right? So you had to know something about the Constitution.
I don't think it was just only black people. I mean, I just think it was just everybody.
But it was set up for it was a setup was for everybody. But my point is, I just played that video for a reason. So which one of these people from Roland Martin on down ever showed y'all what I just showed you and explained to you what I just explained to you? So even if you read this, I know this is maybe a little thick book for y'all, but
I don't even expect them to show anything because they are part of the
papers, right? The Federalist Papers. Oh, it's a lot in this motherfucker right here, right?
Oh yeah, I read that when I was in jail. The Federalist Papers.
Part, you got all these people talking about I'm running for president. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever read Article, I think it's Article 2 in the Constitution? And how many people read it? I know it's hard, but I don't vote. I never voted a day in my life, and I wouldn't because I would ask certain questions. So for the people that vote, right? The people that vote, go pick up the Constitution and tell me. Let me just pull this up on the screen for a second. Y'all I'm telling you, got to get that overstanding of the language of law. I keep trying to tell y'all this. I explained it in there. But let me just show you something in the Constitution, okay? Is it here? Okay, so this is very basic, right? So I'm going to explain this to you, DL, if he's watching. No person but a natural born citizen, or right? No person but a natural born citizen. No person but a natural born citizen in the United States and is subject. No, this is not the one I want. That's not the one. Give me 1 second. I know it by heart, but that's the 14th Amendment. Give me 1 second. Let's find this. But I can quote it. It says, no person but a natural born citizen or a citizen before the adoption of this Constitution could hold any office of presidency. So the question would be, were black people citizens before the adoption of the Constitution?
No.
But hey, Sabir, ain't Obama black and he was president.
Barack Obama wasn't black though.
He wasn't black. They just say that on the
He
mainstream
never said he was
platform,
black.
but
Barack never said he was black.
he wouldn't be able to even occupy any kind of position if his private if that private issue wasn't in order, he would never even be able to operate like that in the first place. Under so he of course he's going to agree to being the first black president and all that on the CNN and the CIA platforms and all of that type of stuff, and even in the New York Times and all of that shit. But he never admitted that he was a black man.
So, say that again.
You remember you take the status of your mother. Take the status of your mother.
It's the status of your mother.
Yeah, he never said he was a black man.
Well, I'm going to read it to you. Okay. I mean, y'all can pick up the Constitution for yourself. It tells
Man, them people hate the Constitution, man. They've been working hundreds of years to get around it.
No, brother. They don't hate it. Just chill.
Well, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Chill for a second. You can pick up the Constitution and you can go to Article 2, Section 1. No person but a natural born citizen or a citizen at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible for president. Let me repeat that one more time for y'all. Article 2, Section 1, and it says, no person except a natural born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible for office of president. That's in the, I didn't read this much, but you ain't never heard them quote the Constitution, right? But go read it. So the question would be, would black people be with citizens before the adoption of the Constitution? So bear with me. Don't speak out of term if y'all don't know this far back, because y'all getting a free lesson right now. And I hope y'all support this thing. Okay? Or go by the overstanding language of law. So go read it. So this is the crazy part about black people. They will say, well, brother, Barack never said he was black. Come on with the bull crap. His mother was European, so she would be a natural born citizen. His father was Kenyan. Y'all don't get it yet? Your lineage come from your mama. Make me out of a liar. So let me show you what these people do. Watch this, bro. Can't make this up. They don't pull out the Constitution for you, but let me just show you something. What they do. This is what they do. I can't make this up. Look this online. Look what they got on here. I can't make this motherfucker up. Jose Rodriguez. Really? Why is this online? And why are they quoting? This is in 2021. Look at this. What?
The natural born citizen.
Yes. Was black people natural born citizens? No, they were not.
No.
Okay, all this is online, right? I can't make this up. Look at this.
So you got to tell them Moors were, because they were.
The Moors were. But hold up. Here it is right here. Look. Who denounced? Look at this. All this is in here. These people, no. I can't make this up. Birthplace. Look. So that lady that is running, Nikki Haley, right? She is. Hold up. Bear with me. Somebody thought I was taking her side. I wasn't taking her side because I don't take sides in politics. So she is a natural born citizen. She could be that. So what is the nationality? First of all, the nationality of black people. They have none. So they made black people property of the federal government. Did you know it's a different there? You know that there is a term called federal citizen. Did y'all know that?
And that's what put the government in all of the communities around in the countries in the different jurisdictions, because they have an interest because of our people claiming to be black. That's
Hold
what
up.
put them there.
Hold up. I'm going to help y'all out.
That's crazy.
This
You're
is
right, Sabir.
this is the federal census, what I just told y'all, because it's a census report, right? This is federal citizen right here. The rights and obligation acquired for the reason of being what? A citizen of the United States. And the status of being a citizen of the United States. A person born or naturalized. When did black people go get nationalized? You can be born in what in the territory of DC. That's a whole nother subject I can get into off of here. I could
Yeah.
do a whole class on this. So there is a total difference between a state citizen and a federal citizen. They're subjects. So this is why you have the federal census, the federal citizenship, the federal government right here. Each one of them are all different. But you can't tell black people this. Oh, why am I saying this? Let me help y'all out. Why is Sabir Bay saying
Yeah,
this?
you got that dude Diddy talking about vote or die and all that crap.
Hold up. We're gonna help y'all out. Watch this. Let me go take you to what DL Hughley said. DL don't even want to talk to me. Watch this.
That dude is
Here with me. Let me just
crazy.
show you something how crazy he was talking out the side of his neck.
Him and Talib Kweli, man, they crazy, man.
I hope y'all share this.
Yeah, Sabir, you muted yourself. You're on mute, Sabir.
I know I said I had to take my mic out, brother, because I'm not tech savvy. Y'all don't send me enough finances so I can do what I got to do. So these things out. So let me show you. Listen to what D.L. Hughley said. Watch this. Listen to this conversation, what this mother said. Let's go, DL.
Nikki Haley's take on CNN about slavery and how America wasn't racist is interesting, because if it wasn't for slavery and racism, there wouldn't have been the 14th Amendment, which is why she gets to be here, given her birthright citizenship, which is why anybody born here gets to be a citizen. So slaves, the existence of them is why you get to be here talking crazy instead of in New Delhi or wherever you would have been born and had to stay. But to talk about the intent of the founding fathers, George Washington wore the teeth of slaves as dentures.
Nothing.
After he wrote the Declaration of Independence, or raped Sally Hemings, a 14-year-old that he owned. Not only did he rape his property, which was Sally Hemings. Sally Hemings was his wife's, Martha's, half sister, because Sally Hemings' mother was raped by Martha's family, Martha's father. You got to be a special kind of evil to talk about the freedom and equality of all people while you take a child and rape her. There's no disputing the fact that the Declaration of Independence is a stunningly beautiful document.
Next time y'all talk to me, ask him to quote it.
Crazy, racist pedophiles can write dope shit.
I want y'all next time.
He's swerving down. That dude wrote that. That's crazy, man.
No, listen. I need y'all to follow me. Next time y'all talk to me, tell him he can call me, because we have each other's cell phone numbers. DL and I have each other's cell phone numbers. For real, for real. So next time you hear him talk like that, if he allow y'all to come in, ask him to quote the Declaration of Independence. So let me quote this for y'all, the Declaration which he's mentioned. The Declaration of Independence says, government are instituted amongst men and deriving their power from the consent of the governed. And that when any form of government become destructive to its ends, it is the right of the people to alter it, abolish it, and institute a new one. Let me repeat that one more time. Government are instituted amongst men, not little boys, not minorities, not black people, amongst men, and deriving their power from the consent of the governed. And that when any form of government become destructive to its ends, it is the right of the people, which they won in the capital, right? Because it's the right of the people to do that. It was the people, but they would sit up here and use that whatever that day was they ran in the Capitol. They have a right to do that. And this is why I said it's always going to be Europeans that's going to do these things. What black people are going to do is benefit off of what these Europeans are fighting. They're fighting while we over to my nigga. I want to go to the strip club, nigga. No, man, Jesus was black. No, brother, but the white man is the devil. No, man, it's white supremacy. That's our conversation. But they had a right to do what they did. And they don't want this type of conversation, because I know this, what I'm saying is very, very simple and plain. They don't want this conversation that's common sense. So if government are instituted amongst men, then the men have the power to do what they want because you are the taxpayer. Make it make sense? And that's why they don't want Sabir Bey on these feeds, because Sabir Bey don't take sides. And if I'm wrong, bring it. So when I heard him say that, slavery, why did it always got to bring in slavery, DL?
Yeah,
The 14th Amendment don't even say anything of, listen, read the 14th Amendment. How many of y'all read it? Let's go back.
Because it's a trigger word.
I know.
And it's really employment. That's all it is.
No, but let's quote it. All persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof and are citizens of the United States. But they talk about the United States as DC. DC is a district. That's the federal citizenship right there. DC is a district, which is the United States. America is a continent. A continent.
If you know, they always keep us, all these conscious people always keep us in our emotions.
There you go. That's what they do. That's the nature of these black woke wannabe black conscious people. So let's move forward. I hope
but they teach us like that in that public venue like that, Severe. That's what they do. And so, you know, listen, I'd be crazy to even think that they would think anything else because I know what they learned. Because I learned the same thing.
I want them to come and tell me that I'm wrong. Y'all can set it up tomorrow and blindfold me and put me on one of their platforms.
They ain't gonna do it. And they swear him down. He swear him down. He know what he talking about too. He talking about George Washington wrote the Declaration of Independence. No, the hell he didn't.
Bruh, I'm from Philly. That's the oldest capital. It's in Philadelphia.
Exactly.
So let me explain this to you. Let me go back to this federal thing again. So they made black people subjects to the federal government. This is why you have no so-called black attorney talking about human rights. They have to talk about civil rights. Civil rights is only from discrimination. That's it. It is a federal thing. Federal. Yep. That's what that is, right?
And we got all those programs in our communities, HUD and all that shit, and all of that stuff is federal programs funding. And this is why the federal jurisdiction got so large. They didn't have more power than the state, but they had a very good interest in black people. So when black people were roaming around in state jurisdictions, you damn right, because I was in the feds when I remember when I first went, and I remember the second time I went, bro, they was not picking us up, picking up guys with guns like that and putting them in the feds. When I went the first time, it was usually guys who was getting a lot of money and stuff like that when I was 19. Then when I went back, man, they had all of us in there. St. Louis guys, Detroit guys, Chicago guys. They had all these guys in the feds off of pistols, man, because they had a federal interest. They did a blitz. They did the ATF did a blitz because we claiming to be black, which is federal subjects.
But let me stay on focus, okay? They like to say stay on code. Let me explain this to y'all. Somebody said this discrimination is big, right? We discriminate every day amongst each other. Why nobody having suing somebody? We discriminate what we're going to wear. Am I lying? I discriminate what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to eat, who I'm going to talk to, right? We all discriminate, right? Discriminatory. That's discrimination. Some of y'all discriminate against fat people. Some of y'all discriminate against light-skinned people, dark-skinned people, the short people with hair. People discriminate. So y'all should have major lawsuits with Umar Johnson too, because you discriminate with women with weaves in their hair. How about that part? Let's imagine if everybody sued him. So when people throw these things out, his civil rights is only for discrimination. That's simple. But when you harm a human being, it becomes human rights. When you kill an individual over something that's senseless, it becomes a human rights issue. This is why you have no human rights lawyers here. I was in Malta on the island. You can look it up. Look up Malta's human rights attorneys. Look up Malta. Malta is an island, which I was at. And I had to go there and find out there's human rights attorneys. There is actually a human rights lawyer attorney in, I think she teaches in Philadelphia. I forgot her name. But please look it up. Look up human rights attorneys in Malta. Watch what you find. You tell me, am I lying? And it's going to say, it's going to, hold up, brother, because I need you to stay on focus on what I'm saying here, okay? Look it up for yourself and look up human rights lawyers. They're in there. In the States, they can only deal with civil rights issues. This is why you can't kill somebody, bro. Listen, I spoke on Trayvon Martin when he got killed. I remember the day he got killed, and about 3 days later, I explained the castle doctrine. Y'all call it the stand your ground. Listen to me closely, people. If you go back and find the video when I spoke on this, I was sitting in Long Beach, California. I was sitting at a coffee shop downtown. And when Trayvon Martin got killed, I said this a term called the castle doctrine or the castle law, which means your house and your car is your mother freaking castle. This is what I said. And I explained it, but they tell ignorant people it's to stand your ground. The stand your ground is a statutory thing, totally different. Stand your ground is statutory. Castle doctrine is common law, which means that if I'm in my car, I have a right to protect my property. So when Trayvon Martin was in the apartment complex, I'm in a complex. If I don't know you, you are an outsider inside of my complex. If we sit there and if you know everyone in your complex, you would know that that's my child. He didn't know that was his child. That was that man's child. Listen to me. He didn't know. But what we do is buy Skittles from the same. Why would we buy Skittles? Why would we buy Arizona? Y'all just got them paid, but this is what Negroes do. They bought all the Skittles and all the Arizonas, and that's poison. Instead of saying, wait a minute, this man killed this young man, because of something. But you got black people who come out like Benjamin Chump, who talks about it was a civil rights violation. No, it was a human rights violation. But that brother Zimmerman, I think his father was a judge or an attorney or something like that. He knew what the hell was going on. How many of y'all know about the castle doctrine? Which means your house, your car, your surroundings is your castle. So if he's inside that complex, that was his castle. That was his right to protect, because you are a stranger in some place that you don't supposed to be. You follow me? It's simple. But black people don't want to hear this though. They want to point the fingers and say that was wrong. No, it's the difference between stand your ground and castle doctrine. I've been saying this for the longest, but see, people don't want to hear this conversation because it's not pointing the fingers. Oh, brother. Oh, yeah, but he was wrong though. No, bruh. It's our people, because we failed our people, fam. We failed them. We did. And all the Al Sharptons and the Ben Crumps, they failed us, bruh. And only if you have money, they will come. They will come if you have money. If you don't have money, they're not touching it. It is not a civil rights issue. You have to read the Constitution, bruh. You have to read it. You think that these people are smart? They're not smart. Let's play this video with her. Let's play this lady. This is Nikki. Listen to what she said.
Ambassador, please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
Listen to this.
I'm sorry?
I'm not running for president.
I'm not running for president.
Your view on the cause of the Civil War.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government and what the rights of the people are. And I will always stand by the fact that I think government was intended to secure the rights and freedoms of the people. It was never meant to be all things to all people. Government doesn't need to tell you how to live your life.
This is
They
a
don't
bunch
need
of
to tell
bull.
you what you can and can't do. They don't need to be a part of your life. They need to make sure that you have freedom. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties, so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
Thank you. And in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
And these are the people vote for. Let me explain her. A lot of y'all, some people say that's not her, right? That's not her real name, right? Do you know that people submit themselves at jobs and everything else and change their names and, so they can fit in? Ain't no difference in what we doing to everyday people. We do it too. I grew up when my mom used to say you can't have a name like Khaled or you know what I mean, it's something like that, or you won't get a job. Y'all, if y'all know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. We say that now. So it's no difference in what the hell she's doing. She changed her name to fit in. She's from India. Come on. How many people come to this country and change their names? I'll be seeing dudes' names named David. I'll be like, nigga, David, where you from? David? You in Africa? I'm Sudanese. Nigga, what are you doing with David on your name then? Like, they take on names to fit in. That's what they do. So what she did is the same thing. You can't beat her up and say, well, she's wrong. No, we do the same thing. We submit every single day to what they're doing. But I know you don't want to have this conversation with me, but we really do. We submit to do the same craziness. But when somebody like Sabir Bey comes, oh, you two this and you two that. No, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I don't fake and phony and laugh and act like this is not real. I've been fighting this for a very, very long time. A very long time. Trust me. So it was so funny. I remember one day I didn't even pay to correct my name, right? Never paid. I paid $12 probably. Do you know what I said, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna pay to change my name. I swear to God, I was gonna pay that $350 to change my motherfucking name. I'm not gonna lie. You know who convinced me not to do it? Bam Bada. I said, bam, I'm ready to pay to change my name. You know why? Because all of the negative stuff that was floating around with the Moors, my name is on everything, passport on down, Sabir Bey. So I was talking to Bam one day and I was like, yo, I wanted to change my name, right? I was going to pay, and I didn't even pay but $12 just for mailing with a 2-cent stamp, right? To change my name, right? So I was telling Bam one day, I said, yo, man, I'm ready to pay that $350 to change my name. You know what he said? Don't do it. He said, all you got to do is do the right thing. You be the example. You be the example. I don't have multiple names, brother, like these Moors that's floating around out here. I showed you from even overseas of me having my name on everything. And when I went overseas, I was proclaiming it everywhere I went. I remember I was coming back from Miami, bro. I was coming back from overseas. I had a stopover in Miami and I had to go through customs because when you flying in, you coming from overseas, you got to go through customs to go to the regular plane. So as I'm coming through customs, I'll never forget, I was coming through customs and the dude said to me, he said, you have anything to declare? I said, I already did. I declared my nationality. I'm a Moor. That was the funniest thing ever. I swear to God. That was the most funny, because you know when you come through customs, they ask you stuff like that. And I remember like his facial expression as I was coming through.
What did he say when you said that?
Nothing. He just looked at me. What are you gonna do? Because you know I can hold court anywhere, bro. Like I would have held up the line. I would have held up the line. But it was so funny when it happened. And he was like, he just looked at me. He said, right? He said, you have anything to declare? I said, yeah, I already did, my nationality. So all my stuff, if you ever watch any of my documents when I'm overseas, it says your nationality, and my stuff says American Moor. On my children's birth stuff, it says their race is Asiatic. And that's what you do. You set it up before it's too late. Before it's too late. And if y'all want to have a one-on-one with me with that, I do charge for that. And I do have classes on this too. So this is me. I live this life for real, for real. So when you see these things happening, right? I know it's a lot of Moors that's selling y'all pipe dreams. Yeah, brother. And they take your card and, well, I'm gonna call Sabir because Sabir do it for free. No, Sabir ain't doing nothing for free. Nada. You can purchase this though for $150. Maybe that'll help you out. You can purchase that for $150. It'll help you out a little bit. All right. Right there. I can email it to you. It's very, very powerful from 2001. 2001. Okay. So let's go to the Constitution then real quick, because I do have to go out and go see my brother Tommy. So let's go to the Constitution for a second, bro. So in the 14th Amendment, right, of the U.S. Constitution, there's two types of due processes in there. So you can't take a person's property without compensating them. You can't take a person's property without compensating them. So this is the 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized. Let's see if DL and them can have this conversation. All persons born or naturalized is subject to the jurisdiction thereof and are citizens of the United States and the state where they reside. No state shall make and enforce any laws that shall abridge the immunities of the citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, and property without due process. So let me explain this to y'all. And I told y'all I do classes on this. That's all you gotta do is email me. So this says without due process of law. So bear with me. I'm gonna show you the kicker on how this works. Watch. Give me 1 second. Y'all should all have a constitution in y'all possession. Because these cats love bringing up the Constitution, right? They love bringing it up. So there's two types of due process. So they couldn't take the people's property back then. And this is what the war was based on. You have to compensate the mother freaker. Let's go. This is the 5th. Let's move this up. Nor deprive of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without what? Just compensation. So you have to compensate the people. You can't take a person's property without compensating them. Negroes are property. Oh, I'm gonna prove it to you 1 second. Oh, I hope y'all getting these lessons, B. Is it making sense yet, y'all? Is it making? Let me know.
They're saying that the reason the South was fighting the North is because they're like, you better pay us before we let these Negroes go, right?
Brother, you have to compensate these people, brother. It's in the Constitution. This is the coward Negroes that's scared to stand up. And this is why you wait for white people to do stuff. And then Negroes want to get on board. You wait for a white person to do it. Or you wait for a so-called black person to be a sacrificial lamb. So let's go to Dred Scott case. How many of y'all have the Dred Scott case? Did my thing just freeze on me, man? Damn. Hey, Dre, could you do me a favor?
What's up? What's up?
Could you talk for a minute while I reboot my computer, bro? Because I don't know why I keep doing this, bro. So let me turn this down so y'all won't see.
You take it to a tech gig, but that part due process it goes to say check the 5th. I think it's the 5th article of the Constitution, and Negroes are citizens under the 5th article of the Constitution, which means they don't have to get due process. That's why you could get arrested and they could screw you over in the courts, blah blah blah. Because you keep saying you're black. You people need to stop saying you're black, but that's another story. Samir's giving you too much information. What's up, Stan?
Peace, bro. Peace.
You man. The brother that was here earlier was just, I think he was sent here to distract because he was just talking about whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
He told him, hey, yo, chill. He was like, I'm not going to be here no more. He left with the quickness.
Oh, yeah. You get some weirdos on here, bro.
Man, like, there's a lot of people watching Shabir and they don't like what he's doing. Because he always say he be in their pockets and they don't like that he's in their pockets. Brother's back. What's up, Shabir?
Yeah. That part right there.
Yeah, I ain't got time for nobody's games, brother. No one's games. No one games. So let me pull this up now. I told you compensation in the 5th Amendment, right? So the 14th, they don't have to compensate. So black people were federal subjects under the 14th Amendment. And if you ever read the Dred Scott versus Sanford's case, it's in the Dred Scott case, which is right here. All of this is in the Dred Scott's case. It will tell you. Let me see if I can blow it up. About people of color. Argued that if a colored person be made a citizen of a state, he cannot be what? Sued in a federal what? Court. Okay? He cannot be sued in a federal court. All of this, if you never read this case, people, listen to me. This case is very, very important. And I have the whole case. If you want the whole case, I have the whole case. Okay? Talib, come to my YouTube channel, bro. Come to YouTube, Talib. not Talib Kweli. Subscribe to this channel right here, brother. Before 1492.
So, the quote unquote black people can't sue nobody in a federal court. That's the
property.
That's the due process part. That's what I was talking about.
They
That's
have to
crazy.
They have to come in as property. This is the reality, brother. But what happens, they have to come in as property. So let me go back to the Dred Scott case one more time. Let's show this case one more time. Let's go. Let's stop her. Now, let me see if I can find the rest of this case. And when you thoroughly read this case, it explains a lot. This is in the Dred Scott case. If you want it, I have it. Email me. So this case is right here. There's only two provisions which points to them, includes them as what? Treat them as property and make it the duty of the government to protect it, as in the federal government, people. The federal government have to protect them. None of these dudes that you sit on these platforms and listen to ever explains these details to you. And it's very, very simple. So they say the 14th Amendment made them citizens. No, it did not make you a citizen. Malcolm X said having kittens in the oven don't make them biscuits. Having kittens in the oven don't make them biscuits, bro. But that's the case right there. That is the Dred Scott case. So it says to treat them as property. All of these people bringing up constitutional issues. Here's the original. This is not online. This is the lawyer's edition of the Dred Scott case.
I got a question. Is human rights a federal case?
No, it's an international case.
So, like, there's never been a black person in a who would sue somebody and won in a federal case ever.
No, this is why the Bushes cannot leave the United States, because they will be brought up on human rights violations.
And is that go to the Hague for that, or would you go?
That's what they were just at the Hague. If you notice, it's a difference. Now, some people say it don't work. No, listen. Y'all have to participate in it and make it work. I'm only one individual.
So let me ask this a bit. So if I'm going into certain venues, right? Like they're summoning me to certain venues, right? Like traffic. Let's say traffic, right? So these cops. So let's just give you the scenario that I was in, right? So these cops, right, pulled me over for speeding, right? I wasn't speeding, but they pulled me over for speeding. Pulled me out the car. I'm telling them, no, I don't want to give you my information. I need your information. I need your delegation of authority order. Blah 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 blah. We don't know what you're talking about. Snatch me out of my car, right? Snatch me out of my truck. Take my pistol. Take my truck. Take me to jail that night. Take me to jail that night, right? So I mean, I understand that, man. So I end up getting a court date. They end up letting me out. I end up going to the venue for court. They end up locking me up for another 13 days because I'm not. I asked the judge. Hold on, I asked the judge for his oath to produce his oath. Oh, I don't have it. I asked the officer while we were in there, do you have your delegation of authority order? I don't have. I told the judge I don't have no more questions. They locked me up for another 13. This stuff that you teach in Sabir, it don't work. It don't work. Like you can bring this stuff up into. Go ahead,
brother. You're very emotional right now.
Yeah, I've been this way for a while because I basically the thing is, man, I've been listening to you for years.
I need you. Obviously, haven't been listening to me. You've been listening.
Go ahead.
You've been listening to other videos.
Go ahead.
You ain't listening to me. You've been listening to other videos.
No. I'm telling you, Sabir, who I've been listening to. Go ahead.
If you've been listening to me, you never heard me say any of those things. Now,
say what?
Now, everything that you just said.
Okay.
You heard me talk about no delegation of authority. You didn't hear me because I know what y'all been listening to. If you're honest with yourself, so what you will hear me say, this is what you will hear Sabir Bey say. Do you have the motor vehicle law book of your state? Nay or yay? Do you have it? I mean, for Mike.
But I could pull it out of my. Go ahead.
I didn't say put. I asked you a simple question.
Go ahead.
Do you have the motor vehicle law book of your state?
Yeah.
You let me see it. Go get it. You got it?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now? No, it's not with me right now. It's in my truck. It's in my truck.
Let's stop
Go
right
ahead.
now. Let's stop right now. This is the problem. When I say something to, that means when I say, yo, Sabir, that means no matter where I'm at, I'm going to pull out whatever I'm talking about, right? This is what I mean by this. When I'm talking about this, right? I'm not going to say, yo, it's in my truck, because I don't know what is in your truck. If it was in your truck, I'll give you time to go to your truck and go get it. So my point is, I know people. I know how people are. And when I say things, and I know you trying to get something for nothing, but you ain't been watching me, because Sabir Bey going to say, yo, go visit City Hall. Go visit the City Hall, right? Now, you didn't have to ask them that question. I know where y'all get this information from. So if you go to the City Hall in your state, right, or your city, there's a room, and I say this all the time. There's a room called the Bathymeter's office. I know these people are corrupt. Believe me, I know they're corrupt. But the most powerful tool that we have in our hands is the mic. This mother freaker, this is what they're doing. And we don't put money behind people who's supposed to be there. I'm not going to go out on a limb. I'd say I do classes every Sunday. So my thing is like, and my brother's on here every day, all the time. Dre, I don't walk you through and say, go do, ask them this. I know where y'all be videos y'all be watching. So if I say go to the Bathymeter's office, you say, what the hell is that? So let me explain to you how this works. You can go there and get all their oaths of office. Yo, you can. I'm not an attorney, brother. You go get them motherfuckers that sell y'all these dreams. You ain't paying me because you're going to find the money for them. So I'm not anxious. I went through the contempted courts and all of that. I've been through that before, but I would never send somebody down that road. I'm not going to argue with you because I'm going to use mind control with you. What do you mean? Okay, not a problem. This is what we're going to do. And some people, because I don't know you, brother, some people in some Moors, right? What they do, they have ill intentions on what they're doing. So when they get caught in the jam, then they want to say, oh, I want to microwave out. That stuff don't work. I've been fine for years. I don't have no problems. None. No problems whatsoever. You don't never see me yelling and blaming somebody, say that shit don't work. No. Put me in, like my boy said in Alabama, Sabir, you're the one that they would bring into the room privately and talk to. Because what happens, I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to yell, argue. No, I'm going to say, I'm going to ask the question with the question. I sat in the rooms with attorneys before in Philadelphia, and they would get, the problem was, it was our people that was getting mad at me. I sat in a room with all attorneys at Willie Till's office in Philadelphia with all the law, and I'm sitting there quoting every book that's on the wall. And they went to this brother and said, who is that dude in the room? Now, mind you, I had a gray sweatpants on with a white V-neck on. He's the advertised for me on my show. And they asked him, well, who was the bear? So he's nobody. He does a radio show. This is what it is. I'm not only here to tell you to go challenge these people. I'm going to tell you to go pick up the books and go read. Here it is. Or you can set it up in your state, in your city, and I'll go combat with anybody, but y'all got to help me because I'm not going on a limb with nobody. Nobody. I'm not going out on a limb for no more. I did it already. I did enough work. So you take it the way you want to take it. I've been down that road before. You follow me? I know people anxious because they want to get out of something, but there's no microwave in this, brother. There's no mic. You're going to go through the bumps and the bruises. You're going to go through a whole lot of stuff dealing with this. So it's you. You think I didn't go through all of that? I went through all of that. I went through them taking my truck. You know what I did? I had a lien on my truck. And if you heard my brother Lincoln, he'll tell you. He said, yeah, Sabir, remember they tell to take your car? You had a lien on it. So my thing is like, I'm not going to share with everything on here for y'all for free. Support what I'm doing or set up the classes. I'm fine. If not, I'm keeping it pushy too. Live your life, brother. Follow the rules then. That's all I say to people. Let me be real. I used to carry 2 guns with me. I don't carry none no more. For what I need a gun for? Just think about it. Why? Think about the craziness. Look at the energy that we bring in towards each other. And if I had a gun, what would happen in the mindset that we have now? Niggas quick to pull a gun instead of knuckling up. This is the problem with people. Dude, I done been shot so many motherfucking times. You would think I have a bulletproof vest on with me every day. I got hit 5 times and I got hit with a 30-30 and a 38. So my thing is, what is the purpose of it? You have to change your energy, bro. You have to change your energy. So something's happening to you for a reason on why these things happen. People come in people's lives for a reason, and they may not be there for a long time, and they may be there long, You know what I mean? We don't know, but we got to pay attention to the signs, bro, and not be so damn hot-headed. You have to pay attention because the things that is happening to you may be for your safety. That's what this is about. It's about for your safety, not me, for you. But go ahead, bro.
Bill would say, like, how you watch a YouTube video and you think you're going in a courtroom. These people spend their whole lives training for this, and you think you're gonna beat them? All right, bro.
Exactly. These people have been doing this for a long mother freaking time. A very long time. So you think you're gonna watch a couple of YouTube channels and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go in the courtroom, I'm gonna challenge them. Nigga, no, you don't even. The crazy part is people don't even know what the hell, what is the law of the land? If I said that to you, what would you say to me? What is the law of the land? You ain't got to go around the block. Just give me what's the law of the land. And I'm gonna show you how simple it is.
Process.
Due process is the law of the land, right? It's that simple.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about us, brother, is that what we do, we watch these YouTube, and that's what Cat Williams was saying. You learned all that stuff off of YouTube. Remember that clip with Cat Williams was talking about that? He said, you got that off of YouTube. He said, you worried about views. He said, let me ask you a question. If a dog took a shit in the middle of the room, wouldn't it get views? See, this is what we concerned about, views. That's why nothing's getting done, bruh. That's why I'm not here to convince you to do anything. If you ever said that you watch me, you will hear me say, buy this book, buy that book, sit in the law library 4 hours, or you can come to one of my classes, or you can have me come to your state. I'm fine with that, but I'm not going to give it to you on here for free. For what? I give you enough. If you go to all my channels, you got enough stuff to learn. Just take your time. My brother Will wrote a whole damn book in Texas. He showed me a book about this thick. He said, brother, I wrote everything down you said. So appreciate that. Pick up a pen sometimes. Pay attention. It's easy. Because I can walk you through all of this. It's very simple. But understand this. That Dred Scott case is very important. Very important. So I've been on here long enough, but I do have to go and have some fun. I'm going to see my brother Tommy. So if y'all in San Diego, I'll see y'all in San Diego. And don't forget, if you want the overstanding the language of law video, sit back and study it 1,000 times like my brother Dre did right there. Go watch that video and watch what I explained to you. I'm fine. Okay, just do what you do. But don't expect me to give you something in the microwave because I don't even use microwaves anyway. So nothing comes in a microwave. Like she said, we want it fast. Go purchase the video, email me. My email is at the bottom of the screen. And I'm open for any lecture.
Man, even if you want to be a cook at McDonald's, you got to go through training. Some people want to go watch a video, YouTube, and go to the law, to the courts and thinking these people, you know how hard it is to be a defender or not even a prosecutor? You got to be really good at your job. You think you're going to come in there and mess with those people like that? Good luck, buddy.
It ain't going to work, brother. I'm trying to tell people it's not going to work. So you got to put away all the childish things, put away, focus on you, focus on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it, So my thing is, brother, if they want it, they can get it. Again, the shirts is up. The video is up. If y'all want the video, y'all can get the video right there. I can email it directly to you. The Before 1492 shirts is there. And if you just want to say, yo, I love the content that you just gave us, Brother Sabir, I'm going to donate to you at Cash App. It's SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. And that's the shirts. And also, give me 1 second. I'll get my brother on here. I'm open for any kind of lectures and speakings. My email is SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. Sabir, yes. Somebody said, put your grown man on. You in that line about that one. Put your grown man on, B. Put the grown man on. I think this freeze up on me again.
You here? We can see you and hear you.
No, it just froze again, man. Give me 1 second.
It's good on my end.
No, I'm just saying. Let's keep talking, Dre, for a second. I gotta dump some stuff on my computer, brother, because I gotta restart my computer again.
But yeah, if you're trying to go in the courthouse and ask for stuff, you got to know what you're doing. I personally don't think I can't do that. I'm not ready to go to no courthouse and do nothing. Like Sabir said, it took 30 years, and even I don't think he's trying. He be telling you don't be going to no courthouses. He don't want to be going to no courthouses, buddy. But you gotta know, like you gotta read a bunch of books. It takes them 5 years of law school and then another 5 years before they do this. So that's 10 years. 10 years before they become a lawyer, and then another few years to become a prosecutor. So that's about 15 years. And you think you're gonna microwave your way out of this? Watch 2, 3 YouTube videos, not even a book, and go in the courthouse and tell the judge what to do. You gonna learn, buddy. You start better if you have kids, man. You better put your kids in them reading them law books. By the time they're 20, 25, they can stand on their square, and they ain't gonna be intimidated into doing whatever they want, man. And remember, don't call yourself black because you can't even sue these people if they screw you over. They just throw you in the hole. Stop calling. Stan, you got something to say?
Oh nah, man. I was listening, man. I'm just agreeing with you, man. Cause when we call ourselves blacks, we throw ourselves in the hole every time, man.
But even if you call yourself black, brother, let me say this to y'all. Even if you call yourself black, the thing is that we still have to have the right knowledge, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep saying if you say you're this or that. The reality is, bro, like even if you call yourself that, we have to have the right people to actually put this out here, man. That's all I'm saying. Like it is what it is because a lot of people, you be broke as hell trying to deal with this with our people, and I choose not to be broke dealing with my people. Okay, so my thing, they gonna label you black anyway. Exactly, brother. So I did a video yesterday. Go watch the video I did yesterday. Again, if you want the overstanding of the language of law, you can get it. I can email it to you if you want the shirts. Holla at me. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, if you have the paperwork, Samir, like you always say, that's a hate crime. They can label you black all you want. They want. You can sue them for that too, right, Samir? Am I tripping?
Yeah. No, real rap.
The real reality is, like, why should we have to work so hard? Why we always gotta occupy our time with suits and stuff? Even in a dead state, they got certain protections. They can't even take advantage of you. They can't do certain shit to you, even if you saying you black. I know this firsthand from even being like dealing with certain companies and stuff like that. Like you got even then they still got to take certain steps before they even all the way finesse you. It's still remedy for that, even though that's not what our ultimate remedy would be because we got nationalities. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying be black. That's not what I'm
Listen,
saying.
it is what it is, man. But I gotta get off this feet. I've been on here a little bit too long, so I hope everybody, since y'all kept me on here longer, support. So purchase something or support it. But I do gotta go.
Oh, you
I
got
gotta
my
go
support, brother.
So listen up. This is the crazy part. Like again, man, we got to start having these panel discussions. So if y'all have Twitter, please tweet this out. If you have YouTube, tweet it out and stop watching these cats on social media that's selling y'all these pipe dreams, man. But listen, I do got to go, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Again, you can reach me at my email, sabirbayradio@gmail.com, and please share on Twitter, Instagram, and please support. But I do got to go, brother. All right.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
Peace, everybody. One love.
Peace.
You got no time to joke and play. The knowledge reigns supreme. While others play that game for pain. The concepts bring you stress and strain. But let's all those that know my name. The knowledge reigns supreme. To watch on myself guard when I'm speaking. People always ask me this question when I'm teaching. What you gotta understand is that Christ don't exist. The only existence is God consciousness. And God consciousness is what exists in Chris. Your ego tells you that you doing all this. You a miss a professional. It only gets better. Chris from the universe, you can never sever. Cause there is no Chris, only the universe. Remember, going a little deeper, you can check me. The whole campaign is about living life correctly. But don't respect me, respect the universe. It's her verse, this is verse. And free you from the curse of the Spaniards, the French, Portuguese, and English. Check me as I sing it. What is mine, I bring this. The word I bring to you today is knowledge reigns supreme. You got no time to joke and play. The knowledge reigns supreme. But let's play that game for fame. The concepts bring you stress and strain. But let's all those that know my name. The knowledge reigns supreme. I bring you out the cave and change how you behave. Everything you see is really particles and waves. Not to mention, your visual extension is ruled by perception, guiding your every direction. If you really want money, your mentality must switch. If you really want to be rich, you gotta act like a rich. You can't act like a if you want to be a lady, you can't get the gravy. You can sit around lazy. You can't be in the hustle if you ain't looking for trouble. You can't be single if you know you really double. You can do it, yeah. We can do it, yeah. You can do it, yeah. We can do it, yeah. We the best, don't worry about the card they dealt ya. It's real, I perceive myself out the shelter. Every day and night, seeing myself rock the mic. Lyrics tight, getting paid right for my mental sight. Rich and poorer, expanding my aura to attract more positive energy. The words I bring to you today is knowledge reigns supreme. You got no time to joke and play. The knowledge reigns supreme. While others play that game for fame, the concepts bring you stress and strain. The rest are those that know my name. The knowledge reigns supreme. 1, 2, my man Chris. Look the style, you do it like this. Also forget it, the culture that's embedded, check it. It's energetic, but people really want me dead it. But Chris won't let it, the same thing that you read, I read it. My hair is dreaded, but hip hop, yes, you must respect it. We must direct it, and use it positively, so be skeptics. Cause when I'm mathematics, like magic, I said it. I'm out the shed it, why don't you check me like your credit? You still don't get it, you twist it like that, keep what was credit. Rappers nowadays sound so pathetic, yo, let me say it. Although my presentation is theoretic and hypothetical, my genetics is highly poetic and athletic, but still some don't get it. The paparazzi life is all